For lesson 18, we're going to talk about average as well as line graphs. So the average is the number found when the sum of two or more numbers is divided by the number of adds in the sum. Basically, to find the average, we're going to take all of our numbers that we have, add them up, and then divide by how many numbers we actually have. So for example 1, it says, in 4 classrooms there are 28, 27, 26, and 31 students respectively. What was the average number of students per classroom? So I'm going to start by adding up all my numbers, all my students. So that's 28, 27, 26, and 31. I have 112 students. Okay? I'm just going to label this right now so I know that it is students that we're talking about. Okay? Now, what was the average number of students per classroom? So I'm going to take that total number that I have, my sum, we're going to divide by how many numbers I have, or in this case, how many classrooms I have. So I had 4 numbers, 4 classrooms, so I'm going to divide by 4. 4 goes into 11 2 times. 4 goes into 32 8 times. So my average is 28 students. So add the numbers up, divide by how many numbers I have. This is use counting to model the average of 3, 7, and 8. We're just going to find the average. Okay, so we're going to add up our numbers, 3, 7, 8, get 18. We're going to take 18 and divide by 3. Get 6. So the answer would be 6. What number is halfway between 27 and 81? Now, a lot of you are going to try to just take 81 minus 27 get 54. Okay? That might work sometimes, but that's not the correct way to do it. Okay? Because at other times it's not going to work. For example, if I say what number is halfway between 10 and 2, and I subtract, I get 8. Is 8 halfway between 10 and 2? No. 6 is. Okay? So it doesn't always work. So we don't want to do it this way. Okay? The way to do it is find the average of the two numbers. Okay, so we're going to ask what number is halfway between 27 and 81. Add them up, divide by 2. Okay, so yeah, 108. Take 108, divide by 2. Now, you can see that I got 54 again. So in this case, it worked, but do not take your numbers and subtract. Just add them up, divide by 2 to get the right answer. So most of the time, it will not work to subtract. Just remember, find the average if you're looking for a number that's halfway between two numbers. So mean is another name for the average. So whether they ask for the average or the mean, we're going to find the same thing. Line graphs display numerical information as points connected by line segments. They show how a measure changes over time. So it says this line graph shows Margie's height in inches from her 8th birthday to her 14th birthday. During which year did Margie grow the most? So we're going to look for the biggest jump from one year to the other. So if we look from 8 to 9, it's a small jump. Okay, we're going by 4s here, so that's about a 2-inch jump. We look at the next year, that's about 2 inches. Look at the next year, we're looking at about 5. Next year is less than 4, so on and so forth. So we're looking at this right here. So during what year? Well, between 10 and 11. So while she was 10, she grew the most. Okay? You write 10 years or 10 to 11, something like that. Okay? So we're just looking at our data on this line graph, and that's going to help tell us what we need to find. So there's your practice set. For F, G, and H, you're going to have to either use your book or go back in the video to the line graph in order to answer the questions. Okay? So top part, you're just finding averages. Bottom part, you're going to have to use that line graph. Make sure if you have any questions, bring them to class.